In this one, we're going to try to chase 200 runs with 11 tailenders. We don't have 11 bowlers, we have 11 proper tailenders, and straight away going to start off with spin, which is a great choice against me. We can't really afford to be too aggressive. I'm going to try to be aggressive against full deliveries, but everything else we have to be cautious. There it is, the full delivery, but look at the drift on that. First it looked like a nice juicy wide delivery, but ends up coming in. Thankfully the umpire says no, please don't review it. I think the only ball we can go after is the full and wide delivery. Even if it's full and straight, I think just have to do this. Hopefully we can come back for 2-run, man. At least one of you is a fast bowler. 3 deliveries, 3 runs, and more importantly, 0 wickets, which is pretty great. What was that? Oh no, how can that be out? That was literally face before wicket. I'm going to review it. Of course, there are no waist high no balls in this game, which makes no sense. That's like having no offside rule in a football game. That I think hit his either chest or face, and it has come down somehow to hit middle stump. That is as dumb as a wicket can get. And of course, it happens when we are batting. A left hand, right hand combination. 2 fast bowlers. Hopefully, we can run a few twos. This is actually an even better field. And that is the toughest ball, no doubt about it. Good length against spin, especially when it's really slow. It is very, very hard to hit. Hopefully, they don't bowl too much spin. Tracks the length back, try to defend it, but I was about 2 meters away from the ball. First ball off pace, edged. Both fielders dive, the keeper and second slip. Both of them put it down. Thank God, it'll be a single pot. What was that? Fast bowlers were supposed to be easy. I mean, with 11 tailenders, no one is going to be easy. That's been pulled away. It is in the gap. And even that should have been stopped. Probably the best time shot. And even that just took forever to go away for 4. That's how hard it's going to be. Short and wide. This one was actually much faster. Well, we can't afford to score at 6 runs and over. Now, under 6. That ball was there to be smacked nice and short and wide. Bowled it short again. Track that back onto my own pads. Thankfully, not a run out. Last ball of this over, and on the other end, we're going to have to face spin again. And even this over, we only managed to put up 6 runs, driven straight to the fielder. That would have been a run out time, that a little too well. So just 6 runs of it. Flighted up, room given. If I'm going to get out on balls like that, there is absolutely no hope. It was full, it was wide. And that is the only ball against spin that is easy to hit away for a boundary or 6. But here, I managed to find a way to get out on even that. He's already picked up 2 wickets. Almost nearly got the third one flat and fast and aimed at the stumps. Now what do I even do? Do I try to survive? Against good length deliveries and short balls, I have to try to survive. Doing anything else will lead to a wicket 100%. But we're still 190 runs away. And the overs are going through fast, edged and gone. Look at that. Just a normal on drive, and I have timed that well as well. But it just does not matter against spin. Well, the one good thing about having 11 tailenders is your opening partnership is just as good as the last wicket partnership. Edge, look at that. Now even defending seems to be impossible. And he's going to take his time getting up. That's been clipped in the gap. Again, not that far away from that fielder, but a much needed boundary there. Walked across. There's a giant gap there though. Full edge. Ideal timing. But that's what happens when you have 11 bowlers who can't even hold a bat. Full toss. That is actually an amazing shot. Deserved actually 6. This has been an amazing over. Thank you very much. He's bowling at a good pace. And he's bowling nice full tosses like that. Low full toss, but still. Too fast, just a little too far away there. Turn, puts it down. Thank you very much. Nearly got his 4th wicket there. He's bowled 12 balls and already almost picked up 4. Well, 13 balls. Lights it up. I mean, middling the ball is a miracle against spin. We are still a long way away and the power play is nearly done. Drags the length back. Almost skid under the bat there. He's still got now 9 balls left in his spell. Beats me completely. But that ball is turning too much and going down the leg side. Flighted up, beats me in the air completely, man. Outside edge, and it is in the gap. Good way to start the final over of the power play. Short ball, late cut there, and that will be another boundary. Well, at least we are scoring some runs against pace. It's down the ground. And we'll get through for a single of the final ball of the power play. Beaten. Too slow. Beautifully bowled. Slow Yorker there. We need to try to sneak twos. Bleeding edge. Awfully timed there. That was an off cutter. So slow and so very well bowled. And for once the AI takes a cotton bowl chance. We are in deep trouble. Full clip through the leg side. Can I come back for 2? Please don't throw to the keeper's end. He does not. So we'll get through. Still not a great over. Just 5 runs of it. Walked across. It went exactly in the opposite direction. I tried to aim for fine leg and it goes to long off. Another leading edge. Well, we are dealing in edges. 158 of 76. We need to go right now or the match is over. Full, another outside edge, but now they have a deep third man. These slow balls and off cutters and leg cutters are just as annoying as playing spin. Just 3 runs of this over so far. We need a boundary. Was a full toss. That was inches away from the off stump. Why did I miss that? Another leading edge. Well, at least these leading edges are going in the gap except for that once. That's clipped and timed really well. Puts in the dime, we'll stop it. Can I come back for 3? Where's he gonna throw? Throw to the keeper's end, so we'll make it easily. Cut off the front foot, still not in the gap, and a quick throw as well. It'll just be 1. Tried to punch that off the back foot. Ended up looking so dumb. Maybe got an inside edge, but that is it. The required run rate is gonna go up over 14. And a cherry on top, we lose another one. Half our batting order. Well, it wasn't a batting order to begin with. Half our players are back in the shed. And we are nowhere near the target. 11 of 20, but at least we're still standing there. We're another single, but singles don't matter. But whenever I'm trying to play lofted shots, it is not working at all. He's been bowling cutter after cutter. Try to be cheeky there, even that will be stopped. Why is nothing working? I've tried to go big, outside edge and 4. Much needed. Match is slipping. But we need boundaries here. 3 dot balls in this over. Just 5 runs. Hit down the ground. Hopefully it doesn't carry. But still just a single. We are not managing to score anything above 6 runs and over. Even when you get boundaries. Pulled that. Could not have timed that worse. Even if I tried. Top edge. And 6. We've scored a grand total of 72 runs. And out of that, we've at least scored 30 runs of just edges. Pull. This one was truly express. Couldn't even get the top edge. Still 128 runs. I think I should have started with chasing what... Look at that. Just too fast. I wasn't early on that. By the time I completed my shot, the ball was in the keeper's glove. That's it. And actually, for once off the middle, the ball will crawl to the boundary. Nothing behind it, no timing, no power. We have an anchor on one end whose player missed everything. Oh, that's a good hit. But I've hit it to one of the 5 fielders at the deep, I think, yeah. But I think it is time for hit out or get out. There's no point in scoring singles anymore. The required run rate is out of hand, has been out of hand for like 5 overs already. Use the pace and it goes over. Third man, that might be my favorite shot of the inning so far. Too late on that. Well, that's what happens when you face cutter after cutter. Inside edge, puts it down. They've tried their level best to give us a chance. They've dropped like 4 catches. But even so, we are 83 for 6. Another leading edge. That has been our specialty this innings. It will just be one. At least I should have played on a bigger ground so I could sneak 2s. Instead of the back foot, another semi-decent shot. Look at that. Run, man. That is why it is called runs. He's walking, strolling to the other end. Almost got myself run out. 6 overs left. We need to score 20 runs an over almost. And another swing and a miss. So many plays and misses. I did not expect that. Even the tiniest bit of mistake. If you're just a fraction too early or late, you just play and miss. Especially when you're playing with people who can't bat at all. That is yet another cutter, I think. Now we're just gonna run for everything. I think I should have started by trying to chase 160, which would have been probably impossible as well. But 200, that's just not happening. Look at that. Another swing and a miss. Every other ball is a slower delivery. And then I get beat by a normal pace delivery. Outside edge, stopped. I think it was a pump ball. But we'll get through for a single. Not like it's gonna change anything. Shot. At least that should be wide. Well, at least we're scoring at 6 runs and over. Shot again. Not even close to the ball on that occasion. And they are going to go back to spin. 2 overs, 6 runs and 1 wicket. And that is not even counting Zampo, to whom we lost like 3 or 4 wickets, I think. That's been flicked in the gap. We're going to be able to come back for 2. Look at that. Another leading edge. Now it is not even going past the pitch. Try to go down the ground. Look at that. Good timing. Did nothing wrong there. But it will still lead to a wicket. I'll just get this done. Let's try to get to like 120. And get this done with. Still another 109 runs needed. We haven't even scored half the runs. We lost 7 wickets and we were playing and missing at everything. That was flighted up a little. At least some connection. When I play lofted shots, it's just play and miss after play and miss. 3 runs off this over as well. Wonderful. And 2 wickets. That ball was spinning away from the stump, but we managed to find a way to bring it back onto the middle stump. This has just been the worst batting performance you'll see, and it won't stop getting worse. 4 fielders down the ground. Not like I can even hit it to those fielders at the deep. The only way the ball is going to go there is of leading edges like that. At least this time we have enough time to come back for 2. Swing and a miss yet again. Perfect Yorker just inside the wide line. I think that was a full toss or maybe a half volley. You just don't have any power to hit 6s down the ground, that is for sure. I think even chasing 140 would be very hard with this lineup. Look at that. We are dragging balls from all over the place and sending them back onto our own stumps. Look at that. That was a pretty good ball. Pretty good Yorker. Off the toe it goes back onto the off stump. 16.5, 95 for 9. It takes a special talent to be a number 11 batsman. in a team filled with number 11 batsmen. They're gonna bowl spin yet again, and this most probably will be the end. The required run rate is at 34, so still the match is not completely done, and that will be the 5th or 6th drop catch of the innings. Nope. Ah, wonderful. That is a wonderful way to end this wonderful innings. Drag your bat. Look at that. Yeah. Keep your bat in your hand so that it doesn't get dirty. That will be it. We couldn't even get past 3 figures, and I was trying to chase 200 runs. If you want me to chase a lower target with this batting lineup, let me know in the comment section. Click the video on screen to see me play with 11 batsmen. For now, like, comment and subscribe for more Cricket 24 videos and updates. Thanks for watching and have a great day wherever you are.